Hello YouTube, Pokemon Designer here. I was asked by one of my subscribers to give out my thoughts on a Black Ops 2 Zombies DLC. And what I'm foreseeing is definitely 3 DLC with new maps and a final DLC that will have nothing to do with multiplayer. However, it will bring back all the Zombies maps from both World at War and Black Ops 1. And with those maps, I'm looking at seeing the ability to use the whole world that we see in transit when you go into Zombies. I'm foreseeing that we'll have a transit mode, possibly between the original maps, between the first 4, or the first 3, I guess, rather, like Nocturne, Toten, Verrucht, and then Duriz, possibly. And then later, we'll see Kino to maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see, somehow we'll go from Kino to Call of Dead. I don't know, that doesn't make sense, but somehow we'll have another transit mode for the Black Ops 1 maps. But all in all, the first DLC, which was the original question, what do I see? People keep saying Atlantis. I don't see it. They made transit mode for a reason, and if they're gonna if they made transit mode, they're gonna make another map that will incorporate transit mode. And Atlantis doesn't make sense. If they do Atlantis, there's no reason for them to have transit mode anymore. I mean, transit mode is a complete waste then. But with the first DLC, alongside whatever map comes out, which I'll go into what I think here in a minute, I think we're also going to see ability to play survival mode on the other portions of transit mode. Or I'm sorry, Green Run. Like the diner, the labs, and I think there's one other place that we can't stay at. No, I think I'm wrong there. We'll be able to go to diner and the power labs. Granted, that's not a guarantee, but it's definitely something that I foresee Treyarch doing, considering that's something Treyarch would normally do, just give you part of it and then make you buy parts of the map. I mean, Treyarch's a bunch of money grabbing. Yeah, I'm not going to keep saying that, just not to offend some of my viewers that probably live in America, because the Americans of today are a bunch of wusses. But alongside the extra maps, I think we're going to be seeing another map, most likely nearby, like say Alaska, considering the fact that Alaska's pretty darn close to where Green Run is located on the planet. So I think what we're almost certainly going to see is a Alaskan map, or maybe say California map, but I don't know exactly, and maybe we'll see another Nevada map, due to the fact that we've seen Area 51 and Moon. We see Nevada, Nuketown in Nevada, which is the nuke base right next to Area 51, actually in the world, like where it's located. It's next to the world's largest man-made crater that was actually right near Area 51, so maybe we'll see some kind of connection out there in Nevada being made. Maybe we'll see transit mode incorporate Nuketown somehow, due to the fact that after a couple rounds you always hear the bus, even though you're playing Nuketown. I mean, round somewhere between 4 to 6, you always hear the bus horn. Like, maybe they'll incorporate that, maybe that's just hidden in there on purpose. But I don't really know for sure. I'm not going to say, yes, it's Atlantis. No, it's not Atlantis. But Atlantis seems like a very high unlikelihood. Like, play the game Central. Their ideas are good. I love their ideas. I've watched their videos a lot to get ideas from it. But I really don't see Atlantis as being a thing, because one of their pieces of evidence, quote unquote, was that, I forget his name, but he's always yelling, and he's one of the hyper energetic male characters. Not the hobo or homeless guy, and not Stu. I can't remember his name, but they're always saying he has a quote where he says, "I have enough bullets for everyone in Atlantis," which that I understand that doesn't make sense. Like, he could say everybody in Europe, everyone in the Middle East. He could say anything. Not to be offensive when I said the Middle East. He could have said anything. But Atlantis doesn't mean necessarily that they're going to have, oh, he said Atlantis, we're going to have an Atlantis map because we always wanted an Atlantis map. No, it's not necessarily true. Yes, it's possible. No, it's highly unlikely. Or yes, it's also highly unlikely. No to the fact that it's highly likely, because, I mean, just because we want something doesn't mean we're going to get it. Treyarch hardly ever listens. I mean, look back. Call of Duty had so much fog, or I guess rather the blizzard, and we complained about it. But even though we complained about it, and they took it out for, I think, 2 maps, and then they bring it right back with the initial release of Green Run and Nuketown. So if they're going to take away what our choices were of removing fog, then they're not going to listen to us for Atlantis. I can almost guarantee that. Treyarch doesn't listen. We wanted a better multiplayer, they made it worse. World at War was the last good multiplayer game for Call of Duty, and they should have used the World at War service, but that's for another completely different video, but they don't listen. So I highly doubt that Atlantis will be the next map in the series. Granted, I don't know exactly what will be, but I do know that Atlantis is definitely doubtful. So thanks for the great message, or I guess rather question from a YouTube viewer. I won't say his name, but I think you know who you are. If you would like to say your name, you can go ahead and post in the comments below. But all I will say is that it was thanks to Mr. Morgan bringing up this idea that I decided to make the video today instead of waiting another week or two when maybe a DLC would be released. But definitely a great question. Love the question. Ask me any more questions you guys got. I love to hear. And I will continue posting on this channel, stuff like that. Maybe I'll do video logs. I don't really know what I'm doing with this channel yet, but I will have 5 or 6 last gameplay videos that will be posted on this channel before I kind of stop with that and move them over to Game Designer. So we will be seeing Minecraft videos, Minecraft PC tutorial videos, hopefully 2 a week, maybe not that many, maybe 1 a week, maybe even 4 or 5 a week, just depends, but I'm going to try to get them up as fast as I can on that channel, try to keep it pretty consistent, so that way you guys know when to come back, and I would definitely love to hear more of your guys' questions, because I love questions, I love answering them, I love giving my thoughts, I love giving my opinions, so subscribe for more videos possibly like this. Maybe unboxings, maybe not, I don't know. Subscribe to my other channels, which are also linked on my channel, Game Designer and the one in Brony. And I will see you guys later.